And even the gospel comes into fulfillment by calling on Saint Alfonso Liguori, one who obeys and commands these and will be the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. So as we celebrate Saint Alfonso Liguori, whom the Lord has given us in a historical time, let's see what it tells us here about Saint Alfonso Liguori, Bishop and Doctor of the Church. A doctor meaning that his teachings are so solid that we can always learn from his teachings and learn and proposed by the Church. Saint Alphonsus died in 1787. 1787. He was a lawyer. Founded in 1732, the Redemptorist, you know those CSSR, those the Redemptorist. Today numbering 5,400 members, so it's quite a large. And they opposed Jansenism, in other words, the heresy that proposes that by your own efforts you can achieve salvation. Stressing Christ's love, copiosa apod redemptio, and Mary's help. So Bishop of Saint Agatha dei Goti, Master of Moral Theology, and this is where in the seminaries we take up his books on moral theology. He's your best, even to this day when we're talking about complicated things of double effect, etc., moral teachings, etc. It's all basically Saint Alphonsus, patron of confessors and moral theologians. So look at it this way: in this time of difficulty, God raises Saint Alphonsus Liguori, and then dies in 1787, providing us with a great help during those transition periods of the Church. And so we see him then as one being sent as salt for our society, salt for the many, giving a flavor to Catholicism and providing an answer to many of those questions, especially moral theology. And it is a light for people, a light for the Church, who has been now being put in a lampstand, so that even years afterwards we see his light even more, shining more brightly. And then as he fulfilling or following the commands of the Lord, teaching us how to do it through his moral theology, and then being declared by the gospel itself that he is one of the greatest teachers of the commandments and continues to brighten the days of the Church. So in our days, even when we see dark moments, that the doors close, that there's darkness, we always have the guidance. Look at this years of turmoil, changing of centuries. Whom do we have? John Paul II. Saint John Paul II guiding the Church. Now we see it. So let us then continue with gratitude to God for being so provident, providing for our help, for our guidance, and for the light in the world. And then we also remember the sisters, Franciscan sisters in Mexico City, who this week and next week they're having their general chapter. So it's a big moment, and they ask for our prayers and guidance. So let us then continue honoring Saint Alphonsus Liguori.